Got to close now. But as I was studying this, I caught a vision of the old ship of Zion. The south wind has been blowing for a long time. Many of us live in better homes than we ever dreamed we would live in. Even our addresses have 5 digits in them. We drive cars with longer wheelbases. We have whatever we want. Take our wives out to eat at a place where even scrambled eggs have French names. Living high on the hog. Soft winds are blowing. Some sitting right here don't want Jesus to come until the Cadillac gets a little older. Don't want Jesus to come until they've lived in that house for a little while. Isn't that right? Soft winds are blowing. That's why we are told that God has to let it come. In a beautiful book called Great Controversy, page 621, there is an amazing statement. It is talking about the time after probation is closed. And still it says, it is necessary that God's people be placed in the fire, that their earthliness might be consumed. I want you to notice, it didn't say that their sins might be consumed. When probation closes, you'd better have overcome your sins. But it says, even after probation closes, God puts his people in the fire that their earthliness might be consumed. What is that? This tendency to bellyache and whine and complain and murmur. This human part of our nature. It's got to be burned out until we reflect perfectly the image of God. When I was a boy, my mother used to bake cakes in a wood stove. She didn't have all these buttons you adjust to give you the exact temperature you want. I remember many a time she'd peep in that oven, and finally she would say, "Son, it's done." And I would go look in that oven, and that cake was as yellow and white as ever. But some instinct known to a good cook would tell her, "It's done." Well, if it's done, take it out. Oh, no. Instead of taking it out, she'd turn up the heat. You say, "Mother, if the cake is done, why turn up the heat?" She said, "Son, it's done, but now I got to brown it. Got to be perfect before it comes out." So she'd turn up the heat, but there's one thing I noticed. While the heat was turned up, she would peep at it more often than ever. When it's browning, you got to watch it closely. When it's browning, you got to keep your eye on it, or it'll burn, it'll spoil, it'll be good for nothing. God says, I'm going to take my church even after they're done, and I'm going to turn up the heat and brown them. I got to get them ready for the company of angels. Got them ready to show off to unfallen world. I got to take them to Jupiter and Mars and Plato. I don't want any of those folk to see them until they bear perfectly my image.